All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. And peace be unto all of you brothers that are out there throughout the four corners of this word, who push the truth for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, sincerely with your whole heart, mind, body, and soul. This lesson is going to be short and sweet. Basically, I want to get into the resurrection of the dead. Because you got many people that are out there who fear dying. They fear being put to death. You know, they fear dying because of a famine. They fear being put to death by Esau, whether it's through concentration camps. So you got certain guys that will basically go ahead and take the mark of the beast just so that they can live, like General Yohana. You know, basically they want to survive. But the only way that we're going to survive is through the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi. Now, you can be put to death and still survive, because the scriptures talk about those that are raised up from the dead, you know, into immortality. That's considered surviving. Even though this fleshly body may die and it may go to the dust, but you have an immortal body that will be raised up. The first scripture I'm going to get is 1 Corinthians 15, and starting at verse 19. It says, "If in this life only we have hope in Yahawashi, we are of all men most miserable." So if we have hope in Yahawashi and just hope and that's it, you know, we're miserable. If Yahawashi isn't going to come back, if Yahawashi wasn't real, then we're of all men miserable, because we just hope, you know. But thank the Most High that raised up Yahawashi from the dead, that we don't have to just have hope, you know, because Yahawashi is real. So like it says in, Colossians the 3rd chapter, it says that our life are hid with Yahawashi. So therefore when Yahawashi return, we shall live. Our life is hidden. We are dead already. So when Yahawashi return, we shall live. It says, "But now is Yahawashi risen from the dead and become the firstborn of them that slept. For since," basically I'm gonna just stop and I'm gonna expound on that point. It says, "But now Yahawashi is risen from the dead and become the first fruits of them that slept." So basically, that means that Yahawashi died, and by him raising up, he was the first fruits of Yahweh. Lord willing, we're going to be fruit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi too. Now, I said earlier on in this lesson that you got some that fear dying. They fear being put to death because they actually don't have faith. Hey, but the scripture says, "Blessed is those that die in Yahawashi from this point on." And Revelations 14 and 13, it says, "And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Right, blessed are the dead which die, and that die in the Lord from henceforth. Yes, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them." So like I said, you got guys that fear that they won't be able to eat. And you know, if you don't eat, you're going to die. So because they don't want to die, they'll go ahead and take the mark of the beast. Or they'll go ahead and sell out. Or they won't go out there and push this word because they fear that Esau's going to put them to death. Hey, but the scripture says, "Blessed are those that die in Yahweh Yahawashi from henceforth." There are some of you that are going to be put to death. It's going to be led away for the preaching of this word, and you may get beheaded. You know, you might get shot down. A group of guys may come and stone you or strike you down with whatever kind of weapon they have, like they did Stephen. But the scriptures say, "Blessed are those that die in Yahawashi." Because when we wake up, we're going to wake up to everlasting life. Here's another one. This is 2 Ezra 2:16. And those that be dead will I rise up again from their place, and bring them out of the graves. For I have known my name in Israel. And that's another scripture to let you know that the Most High is dealing with Israel. But the Most High is going to raise us up, man. He's going to raise us up. We don't have to be suffer shameful deaths, man. We don't have to worry about not being raised back up. Therefore, we don't have to fear death. Because if we die for Yahawashi, that's life. That's life. And with that, I hope this lesson has been edifying. Shalom, Yahawashi Yahawashi Barakatam. And don't worry about these devils putting you to death. Or don't worry about dying. Because our life is with Yahawashi. And if he be risen up from the dead, we're risen as well. So don't fear dying for the word of Yahawashi Yahawashi. Don't fear dying for this truth. Don't fear dying because you don't take that mark of the beast. Shalom.